Last of Us, fire, HBO to motherfucking goats.
This is exactly up your alley. The whole time I'm watching this show, the whole time I'm watching this show, I'm like, yo, Andrew, this is the perfect show for him.
Army.
It's gonna be, I think, everything.
The little girl.
Father-son dynamic.
Yeah. Oh,
no, it's not son, it's daughter.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this the girl that you say look like your wife.
What?
The Lady Marmot.
Who's that?
From Game of Thrones, remember?
Do I say she looks like?
You said she looked like.
I said that was her character in the show. I was like, oh yeah, she's like a nurse or whatever.
No, she's the fucking
she's the
queen.
Who? I thought it was the one that's married to Jon Snow.
No, there's the girl in it that you joked looked like.
Oh, I did?
On the podcast.
Is that me? Did it get a laugh?
Yes.
Then yeah.
When you gave it fucking 2 seasons and then you quit Game of Thrones.
No, I stopped it right where it sucked.
Yeah.
I stopped at season 6 and I was like, yeah.
Well, actually, we made the right decision.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's a fucking amazing. The girl is fucking amazing.
She's great.
The actress is incredible. But we haven't seen her really flex. We saw her flex in Game of Thrones. She was the fucking shit.
But you know what this is? I remember Walking Dead season 1. You were super into it. But then when it got to be more about like humans versus humans, you were out.
Yeah.
This is just going to be that first season of Walking Dead the whole time.
But no,
the survival element.
The thing about I like the human versus humans. I like the jail shows for that reason. I like what happens when society falls apart, right? And like how do we recreate the rules and like what it really is humanity? How do we actually treat each other when there's no water, no food? Like who are we really, right? So I like these types of shows, but what I thought was interesting about this was the recreation of society. What do we do when everything falls apart? So that, it takes place, it starts at least in Boston. It's like, okay, what has happened? How have they restructured it? What's going on? It's fire. It is a zombie show, but like even the premise of it is kind of interesting. So the idea is...
the premise scares you.
Yeah, the premise, fire. Like the beginning it's in 1978 or some shit, or 63. These two motherfuckers are talking on TV, smoking cigarettes. You can smoke cigarettes back on TV like scientists, motherfuckers. Yeah. And
they're on a talk show talking to a talk show host.
Yeah, and one guy's like, I'm worried about pandemics, and there's going to be pandemics, whatever, and blah, blah, blah.
Now there's air travel, and he's basically describing COVID.
Yeah. Literally. Yeah. And then the other dude goes, yeah, I'm not worried about pandemics. Like, we'll figure out some sort of immunity for pandemics. That's not what I'm worried about. He goes, I'm worried about fungi. And there goes, why are you worried about fungi? He goes, well, fungi is the real concern. I mean, do you know what a fungus will do if it infects you? Like, it does this with insects all the time. There's certain fungi that will go and infect an insect, and then it will use its body as a host, and it will
controls its brain,
make it do certain things that it wants to do, make it eat certain things that it wants to eat. Completely takes over the insect. This is like a real thing.
Yeah, that shit's weird.
Well, you've heard about this.
Yeah. We're like, a parasite will take over the brain. You see like an insect just like crawling around.
Yeah.
And you're like,
the fungi they talk about is a real fungus. Yeah.
Okay, so then he goes, and then, so they create the scenario, and then the other guy goes, yeah, but that's never happened because there's never been a fungus that's been able to survive in a human body because the human body is over 94 degrees, and there's no way for a fungus to survive in something 94 degrees. And then the guy goes, this is in 1973, he goes, yes, but if the world were to get warmer, for example, who knows how they would have to evolve in order to survive. And then fast forward, and then you see it start to happen, and then blah, blah, blah. But a really cool, plausible scenario, right? To get me invested in a zombie type thing. That's not exactly zombie, but like it feels like zombie.
Yeah.
And now I have reality, everything is based, I'm good, I'm ready to go, and I'm still running away from things that are trying to devour me. Blue Chew has got your back, okay? It has got your back. Because Blue Chew, same active ingredient that's inside Viagra or Cialis, okay? But this is the one that we rock with. Blue Chew is gonna be delivered to your motherfucking house for free. Think about that. All you gotta do is pay $5 shipping, but they're gonna give you that first month for free. BlueChew.com, make sure you use the promo code Flagrant, and make sure you satisfy the women in your life the way they deserve to be satisfied. The stiffest, the longest, the bluest, BlueChew.com, promo code Flagrant. Now let's get back.
You know what's crazy is Avatar, they spent, I don't know, I mean, they made money, but they spent like hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars trying to get us to care about the environment through these movies. I don't care any more or less, but when you tell me we could turn to zombies if the shit gets too warm, I'm like, yo, recycle, guys. What are you doing?
I ruined it for myself. I really did see it. But I also watched some shit on YouTube about like...
You watched the whole fucking story of it?
Yeah.
I know, I almost did it. I know.
I'm like, now it's like...
Because you want to know what happens. Yeah. Because it's based on the video game. I did that shit with House of Dragons. Somebody posted this clip, and they were like, a sneak peek of what happens next season of House of Dragons. I start watching that shit and I'm like, this feels like real in depth about what happens. That shit took me right to Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's just a peek, bro. That's not even, there's no sneaking.
It's no sneak at all. I peeped the whole rest of the fucking House of Dragons series.
You got the bootleg.
Say
You
what?
saw the whole thing before it came out.
Exactly, so bad. But, so I made sure I wouldn't do this, but.
I fucked up. Because it shows you like all the movie parts of the
video game.
So it's like you're
That's
really
the whole
watching
story.
the show.
Yeah.
And so I know the whole story. I know I'm gonna ruin it for you too.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You will. You fucking will. I know you will.
It's cool that they based the movie. This is the first HBO show based off a video game.
Oh, but they've done that with movies before. Like they did Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph. No, obviously they've done video game movies, Sonic and that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But I remember when this video game came out and I was like, this is, if I was 10 years younger, I'm playing this nonstop.
Yeah.
Like right up my alley. I love this post-apocalypse, like how are humans gonna survive? Resident Evil was kind of like that. And yeah, it was, dude, HBO's the GOATs, man.
And they're
fucking great.
And it seems like they did a good job of pleasing the video game nerds. Because I read little tweets and they were like, somebody said this is a 1-for-1. Like, so far, this is exactly what the video game is. Mm-hmm. That's the easiest, it seems like the most straightforward thing in the world to do, but somehow Hollywood tends to fuck it up. But they were like, nah, keep it. And they even showed a shot of the middle one, his daughter.
Yeah.
Like the way he's hugging her is almost exactly the way the video game character hugs in the video game.
So when they get infected, do they become zombies?
We don't even know how they get infected. What I love about, look, great.
I know.
This is how they solve everything. But like, yeah, what I love about a great TV or movie is that they can keep us in a state of I don't know how I even say it, like of not knowing. What is that called? Like a state of curiosity.
Suspense?
So basically, it's a form of suspense, but it's just like I want to know what's going on, and I'm still curious, and I've given you my attention, but I have no fucking clue what's going on. And usually movies can do it for like maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's true.
Maybe a movie does it for like 15 minutes or 20 minutes, and you're like, why am I still watching this? But I need to know what's gonna fucking happen. This show has kept you pretty much for the whole first episode, which is an hour and 20 minutes. You don't exactly know what's going on. You don't know how it's transferred. You know that it's taken over society. You know this guy wants to go find his brother. You don't know how really society works. You don't really know anything, but you're kind of locked in.
So the logic is sound, but all the information gaps are interesting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, just HBO fucking, nobody else needs to make TV.
Did you like Walking Dead?
For 4 seasons, it was like, you had to watch TV.
The reason I got fucked up on it is I saw the Walking Dead auditions. Did you ever see this video?
No.
This is like
So now you can't go back.
Literally, it fucked my brain up where I watched that. There's like a clip on like Instagram. It's like, oh, Walking Dead Walker auditions. And bro, it's the cringiest fucking shit in the world. And I watched it and I was like, I can't. Like the whole show, I got the ick for the show.
Oh, because they were pretending to be zombies or whatever?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen this? This is the cringiest. I cannot believe this is what aspiring actors want to do. Like they all walk into this room, and this is like their dream. They're like, finally, I'm gonna make it. And then it just shows these fucking kids all just like
It's
walking
kind
around.
of fire though, like they're committed, dude.
Bro.
Some of these guys are fucking killing it. Gray shirt with the blue jeans, crushing.
Yo, you know what you gotta do?
And someone has to cast this.
No, hold on.
This
You
is
gotta
so
edit in one of those finding your backup dancer auditions. You know what I mean? Like Chris Brown, like you cut in Chris Brown going, okay, I'm searching for my backup dancers, I gotta do this, and then cut it in with a bunch of white people trying to be zombies.
Bro, it just like, it freaked me out. And then they do solos where you gotta go in front of everyone, and then you have to fucking...
Yeah, this will ruin it.
We don't have the audio for some reason, but like they're all grunting and shit.
I don't wanna see this.
And I watched this and I was like, I'm done. I can't.
I don't wanna see this.
I don't believe in it. It's the grossest shit in the world. Also, you think Down syndrome zombies are the same?
Yeah, because it's more about the host. Not the host. It's more about the fungi.
So it's the same. So it's just a vessel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. And they might be stronger, to be honest with you.
Do you think they
Yeah.
sound the same?
I think they sound more similar to how they were as humans, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, like are there
Yeah.
vocal cords?
Yeah.
I was talking to Chris about this.
These
and we were
zombies
trying to figure
haven't
it
really
out.
made noise though.
Yeah, that's what what I like. It's not a lot of zombie. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Like you don't see. There's not like you
I
don't.
thought you would
see-
like not a lot of zombie.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, I
what
thought you would like a
about
lot
it.
of zombies.
No,
sorry.
no. I like to see what humans do when everything falls apart. Because I have my suspicions about humanity and like how we treat each other. And it's nice to see how people think we would treat each other if everything fall apart. It's really easy to be nice to people when you have air conditioning and heat and a job and money. And, you know, if you don't have a job, there's welfare. And, you know what I mean? Like, it's nice you could just sit on the street with a cup and people put money in it and then you can use that money to go buy things. But, like, what happens when none of that exists and there's not enough food and not enough water and there's no electricity and there's nothing left? How do we treat each other? We're fucking animals, dude. It's back in the animal kingdom.
Yeah.
You know, it's simple as that. You're getting snatched up.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of cool to see.
I'm actually surprised you like it as much as you do, because it's like, I feel like Hollywood doesn't like taking chances, and this is the epitome of not taking a chance. You have the exact story already written for you. You have like exactly how to execute it.
Yeah, but I don't have a
And so
problem with that
really-
in the sense that like most movies are based on books.
The good
And-
ones.
They still,
Yeah.
but they still have to like adapt it to movie form. Like this is literally just the game. Like it's the game, and they're copying scenes in the game. So it's like tracing.
I assume a lot of the in-between dialogue.
But they doing that shit for the gamers. That's the tricky thing about it. It's like, it can't even be, if it's influenced by the game and then it's a completely different story, the gamers are pissed.
Yeah.
They're like, this isn't consistent, what the fuck are you doing? So they gotta tie it to the game. And then people can look at it and be like, wait a minute, you're just copying the game. You're not doing anything unique to yourself.
But I would rather that because it's still bringing it more to life. Like it's if you watch the whole thing on the game, you'll be like, okay. But if you see Pedro Pascal's an amazing actor. If you see him, this girl that's really good, Lady Marmot, that you're like, oh shit, I'm feeling this way more than I would.
is nice, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
She's good. I'm not. This is a little bit of a spoiler, but it's like 30 minutes in the first episode. I was so sad when the daughter died.
Oh yeah.
So, and this is my best friend Peter always wanted to make the book I Am Legend is based on. It's actually more about the scientist. What keeps you from just killing yourself in that situation? Like what makes you live? What makes you want to keep living?
Yeah.
And that's something I thought about a lot while watching this. Is like, bro, if you lose your daughter, my brother not enough for me to keep going. You know what I mean? I already lost my wife. I love my brother.
Yeah.
And that's what I was thought that the whole show was gonna be about these two trying to survive. And then when I found out she died, I was like, God damn, dude.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I want to watch the rest. It's so fucking sad.
Awesome choice for a show to make you fall in love.
Oh, she's
with
so sweet and adorable.
a lead
and
character.
That's like Game of Thrones shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this is what they do first episode. So like first episode, you meet his daughter, and she's like the ideal daughter, and he's kind of like the shitty dad.
Yeah.
And I'm sure this new relationship, he's gonna kind of have a second chance at fatherhood, and there'll be something really interesting there. I imagine you fucking know it all. But it was really cool. Like, you know the girl's gone. So you're watching it like, damn, how much they gonna make us like this girl?
I didn't know
She's
she was
making
gone.
breakfast for her father, for his whatever.
It's kind of about her at the beginning.
Oh, completely
It
about her.
focuses
She's the
way more on
protagonist.
her than him.
Yeah. And they do that on purpose. And then they snatch you away from
Fucking crushed me, dude.
right? So now you follow around this guy with all this heartbreak, but you almost have to justify the callousness of him, right? Like I can see him being a callous, fucked up character if I know what he's been through.
Yeah.
But if I don't know what you've been through, you can't just be an asshole.
Yeah.
You know? So now when he, I imagine, removes that callous with this new person he's protecting, this new girl, like you're gonna get to see the character come to, come full circle. But who knows, maybe something happens to her too. It's just cool to see HBO be HBO, the fucking GOAT.
Guys, that clip you just watched was a part of our Patreon. Now, if you want to watch the full Patreon episode, if you want to join the other 20,000 asshole army members, go to patreon.com/flagrant.